Hi guys, today we're going to be recording a hero battle. I've been wanting to do this one for a while now because I really like both of these heroes. So we'll be doing the Nether Princess, who I've got unlocked and up to pink 4-star. Ascended 4-star, I believe I just say pink 4-star because I'm an idiot. Versus the Underlord, who is a very good hero. So yeah, let's hop straight into the video. Okay, so let's start off with the obvious. Underlord is very, very difficult to obtain. Well, it's quite easy to get, but quite hard to get him up to high levels because you can only get him at the time of recording of this video through a periodic event that shows up. I've also got a video on the actual event and what I think about the event, so I'll link it up here if I remember to do so. So what are his benefits? What type of hero is he? Sorry, multi-form, AoE damage, pretty simple, just hard to get, which is annoying. And yeah, so let's look at his skills. Oh, actually, first things first. Underlord and Nether Princess are both dark element heroes, and they're both very, very good. So I would only consider leveling up one. There's obviously same element, which makes it annoying, but I would only go for one at a time. Anyway, straight into skills. Grasp of Hades, first ability. This is pretty simple. It interrupts. It's incredible. Obviously, interrupting is good. In his ascended state, he also deals AoE damage to surrounding enemies. Pretty simple, pretty good. It can also amplify damage received by the target by 10% for 5 seconds at max. So yeah, pretty simple, but pretty good. Now his ultimate increases attack speed by 80%. Pretty good. Deals lots of damage. Gives stacks of nether fire. Oh, pretty cool stuff. When enemies have been hit by multiple stacks, it then deals explosive damage. So yeah, pretty simple really. Yeah, pretty nice. And in the ascended state, it's just better, which is pretty obvious. It's a trend. This guy's in his ascended state, he's usually better. Let's look at Sword of Hades. It shoots a ray of high damage. Pretty simple. In ascended state, shoots more rays. Yeah, pretty simple. Shoots lots of rays of damage. Now let's look at Soul Explosion. If enemies touch the circle, they're stunned for 1 second, which is pretty good. I mean, any stun's a good stun, so yeah, pretty good. And in the center of the circle, it'll deal more damage, which is quite obvious, but yep, it's good to know. So yeah, pretty good. I'm sure you're noticing a trend. Sorry, this guy has just lots of high damage. He's a very good hero if you want to just deal damage, which is how I like to play. So yeah, nice. And let's look at Blood of Hades. Pretty simple. I mean, signature weapon for this one, but pretty simple. It generically increases attack speed passively, and when taking fatal damage, also heals HP. So yeah, pretty simple, and reduces damage taken by 50%. Yep, simple, very good, very simple. Okay, now let's move over to the Nether Princess, who I have unlocked and I really, really like. So, Nether Princess. Let's go. So pretty generic, single target, and silence is what makes an Nether Princess so good. The silence tag. So you can let me show you how you can get her actually. So if you go to currently, you can also get her from drops, so from epic summons, elemental summons, but I've never actually gotten her from any of those summons. Maybe I just have bad luck, maybe the drop rate is horrible, but how I choose to get her is from the gem outlet. So I get my Nether Princesses here. If you get both of them, you only have to pay 14,000 gems for both, which is sick. Also, quick caveat, I would not recommend going for both of these at the same time, sorry, because it's a ton of gems. So only focus on one at a time. I made a mistake, so yeah, just don't repeat my mistake. Okay, now let's look at the character. Let's look at skills. Now let's look at Tranquility. Deals decent damage, and silences enemies for 4 seconds. Silence is very good because silenced enemies can't use any skills. So yep, incredible. Very good. Silence is incredible, especially in PvP. So yep, incredible. Let's look at her ultimate, Never Tear. This is quite easy to understand. Fires lots of meteors. Yeah, pretty simple. Lots of meteors come out of the sky, dealing quite a bit of damage per meteor. Yep, incredible. Self-explanatory, and also heals. We're looking at the bottom down here, so yeah, pretty simple. And this can be used whilst moving. So if you have a boss you're fighting, just scooch out the way, and you can do the damage whilst moving. So yep, pretty easy. Yep, and HP. So yeah, lovely. Now let's look at Abyssal Assault. Yep, summons a legion of bats. I mean, bats aren't the best summon in the world. I will admit, bats aren't. I mean, the Death Warlock's got his Nether Golem. There are better summons out there. Monkey King has his clones. Kensei's got clones, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. Nothing to brag about. You can get some clones and then the chance to reset ability. Yeah, nothing special. Now let's look at Nether Life Drain. Links herself to one random unit, deal damage, recovers same amount of damage dealt with HP. Yep, pretty good. And after using the skill, gain 40% chance to reset it instantly, which is good. If you can reset the skill quickly, you can do damage quicker. So, yeah, pretty simple. And let's look at Sorcery Mastery. Yep, yeah, I haven't missed one. Good. So this is her signature weapon. Still a signature weapon that you use Sorcery Mastery. In my last video I actually used the signature weapon. So I actually got this up in the last video. So yeah. Now, Sorcery Mastery. So this is pretty simple, it's very good. It's got a sort of death immunity basically. It increases attack and when taking a fatal blow, Nether Souls is triggered. She becomes, so the Nether Princess, then becomes immune to death, which is incredible, really. I mean, incredible just on its own, immune to death. And this lasts for 8 seconds. She's also immune to crowd control, which is overpowered. And this also increases healing received by 20%. And her attack or bonuses also go up. So yep, incredible, very, very good. Now let's look at the whole comparison. Nether Princess versus the where is he? The Underlord. Okay, so in terms of just damage, I would give it to the Underlord because the Underlord does massive amounts of damage. AoE damage, you can enter as a standard state, and he looks cool, very cool. But we also need to take into account availability. I think the Nether Princess would actually be more easy to obtain than the Underlord, just because the Underlord you can only get from the periodic event, whereas you can get Nether Princess from epic summons, the elemental summons, and from the gem outlet store. I mean, there's a quite low chance to get Nether Princess from epic summons or elemental summons, but the chance is still there. There's still a chance, so you can't rule that out. Princess has higher survivability because she has death immunity, which is pretty simple, really. Death immunity is good. Hades has a lot of damage, but if Hades dies, it's a pain. There's no point because Nether Princess, has more survivability than Hades just because of the death immunity. And I would rather have heroes survive for a long time so they can do damage over an extended period of time, which is why I really like Nether Princess. So, I'm going to give this victory to Hades. I'm giving it to Hades just because of how good he is damage-wise, but I still wouldn't recommend going for Hades because it's going to be so difficult to actually get him up to like your red stars. It's just going to be such a pain. I would personally, that's why I'm going for the Nether Princess, and I really like the silence. So for me, I give the victory in PvE to Underlord, not Hades, that's the event, the Underlord, because Underlord's very good. But for PvP, I would personally choose to use the Nether Princess, so for PvP, the victory goes to the Nether Princess. And I personally prefer PvP, so yeah, the winner of this battle is the Nether Princess. So guys, please let me know what you think. Both of these heroes are incredible. both a real pain to level up and star up, but they're both incredible. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also, this is my second video, I believe, or first video, I'm not sure, with my webcam. So let me know what you guys think. Comment down below, and thank you. Have a lovely day.